What's going on, guys? Take two. I thought I was filming a minute ago, and I wasn't. And I put like 3 magazines through this Hellcat and didn't get any footage. So let's do it all over again. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. So I want to say a bunch of you all, a ton of people wanted to see me get a Hellcat Pro and compare it to the Sig X Macro. This is not that video, but I did go buy a Hellcat Pro for review. And I want to say I didn't want to like this gun. And I'm not going to tell you right now, I'm going to act like I haven't shot this part of the video yet because I've already put several rounds through this gun. And I've probably put 45 rounds or more through it. So I know if I like it or not. But I'm going to act like I've not put a single round through it. A lot of y'all want to see me buy this, and I didn't want it. I did not want this pistol. Even when I went to the gun store, they know what I do. I videos and stuff, and I was like, I don't want this pistol. And they was like, got enough comments, huh? And I was like, I did get enough comments. But I went and picked one up. And I want to say, first impressions, every single carry gun should have this stippling. Every one of them should have this stippling right here. This stippling is amazing. It feels like velvet, but it locks your hand in like nobody's business. And then you get this nice thumb ramp right here that just kind of locks your thumb in with the same kind of stippling. Now, I want to go ahead and tell you right now, I don't like this trigger. The trigger itself, the take up, is not bad. That's not bad right there. This part right here is horrible. Take it, going, and there's the reset. I will tell you this part of the video that I've already shot and didn't get the footage of. I noticed that. I noticed how long that reset is. I've been shooting staccatos all day, and those have the crazy shortest reset, ever. And my Sig X Macro, I'll go ahead and show you that. We'll go over this again. But there's the reset. I mean, it is crazy the difference in those two guns as far as reset goes. This has U-notch sights. I usually do not like a U-notch sight, but this comes up pretty good with that great big yellow front dot up there. So it acquires really quick, and it's very pointable. When you bring it up, the dots or the sights are just right there. Now, this is optics ready. I've not decided yet if I'm going to put an optic on it. We'll see during the accuracy portion of the video. I do also want to tell you this. The first 3 magazines I put through this had a ton of gas coming out of this gun. A ton. I'm just using Winchester white box. Tons of gas are coming out of this gun. It is crazy, actually, how much gas is coming out of this gun. It fills up my hand very nicely. I think this could be a good carry gun. I know Apex makes a trigger for this. I may reach out to them and see if they'll send me one and see if it fixes that long reset. But I do also want to show you something else. Listen to this. See how smooth that is? Listen to this. It's like something's grinding this thing. Now, it's not the gun's fault. That's just how it sounds. There's nothing inside it actually grinding. That's just how much smoother this is. I mean, that almost sounds like this. The staccato. It reminds me a lot. It's not quite as smooth as my staccatos, but it is smooth. I mean, for a $600 micro pistol, it probably has the smoothest slide that I've ever seen as far as reciprocation goes. But without more blabbing, let's put some rounds through it, and I'll tell you what I really think when I shoot it. I'm gonna act like I've never shot it before. I will tell you this. There was so much gas coming out of it the first time I shot it that I couldn't really see the target. My shots were everywhere, and I'll show you that here in a minute. My glasses fogged up too a little bit, but it was mostly gas coming out of the gun. But I thought my glasses had completely fogged up over. I couldn't even see the target. And I also want to tell you this before we get started. Loading this magazine is way harder than loading this magazine. Everybody talked about how hard it was to get 17 rounds in a Sig Macro magazine. 15 rounds in a Hellcat is way worse than 17 in a Macro. It's way worse. It's crazy. This is probably one of the hardest magazines I've ever fully loaded in my life. When you get to like number 13, 14, and 15, it's ridiculous. It really, really is. Not impossible, because I still don't use a mag lula. I have one, but I don't use it. But it's still very, very stiff. All right, rounds number 46. Look at all that. Gas is still coming out. I can see it in the camera. That's nuts how much gas is coming out of that gun. That is crazy to me. I don't think I've ever shot a pistol that had that much gas coming out of it. So it is jumpy. So right here's where I hit. I was actually aiming right here. I was hitting over here. That's probably trigger control, but that trigger really sucks, especially after coming off a staccato run that I was just doing. But it is jumpy. It feels way more jumpy than the SIG does. I know this ain't a comparison. We'll go over that in another video. And I have a way to actually test the rise to see if this actual, compensator actually works on this SIG or not, and how much it actually helps. But it is nuts. So I'm going to go ahead and throw up a 3-inch shoot and see, and we're going to see if we can actually hit it. I do wish I could put a light on it that might help a little bit reduce that recoil. But I tried to take the TLR7A off my SIG, but the little plate I had in it was too wide to fit in these slots, so I could not put it in there. But that may actually help settle this thing down a little bit. Let me throw up a shoot and see. I'm gonna put 5 rounds through it. I don't have a lot of hope for that. Again, the trigger's just horrible. It just is. I don't mind the gun. The gun feels amazing, and this may not be the most popular opinion, but I showed you the reset on it versus the reset on the SIG. It's pretty bad. Let me throw up a shoot and see what we can do. Okay, so we have 5 rounds, Winchester white box, 10 yards as usual with a 3-inch shoot and see what we got. Horrible. This is me. I know the gun shoots better than this, but this is just me. I was way low on everything. I got right here and then right here. I was low. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and probably one of these is 5, I was guessing. I'm gonna do that again because I don't know. I know it's me. I know the gun shoots better than I do, and this just may not be my gun because I can shoot the SIG way better than that. If I had an optic on it, maybe. I told you before, I'm not a big fan of U-notch sights. These do seem better than others that I've seen, but just the gun feels very good in the hand, but it's just not for me. If that makes any sense at all. If that makes any sense, it's just not my cup of tea. I wanted to not like it, and then when I got it, I did like it, and now it lived up to my expectations. If you like it, totally fine. That's the greatest part about the world. We can all like what we want to. It's just not for me. It won't replace my SIG or my staccato. 5 more shots, 10 yards. All right, let's go see it. Not much better. Not much better. So here we go. Still shooting left, right here, probably somewhere, I don't know. Target's pretty shot up, but I was shooting left with it. And so I guess some guns just do that with, and that's probably fundamentals, but we all seen with the staccatos that I was tearing up the center. I can tear up the center with the SIG. I just can't shoot the Hellcat good. And if you can, that's great. I'm not saying it's a bad gun. I've not had any issues with it. I'm probably getting up close to, I don't know, what, 65, 70 rounds-ish, maybe. No malfunctions. I didn't oil it or anything before I brought it out here. There's plenty of oil on it, as you can see. There's some on the slide right here and stuff. But as far as the smoothness of the gun, you can't argue that. There's been no malfunctions. You can't argue that. It is a little jumpy. There again, weight on the front, a light would probably help that some. But it's just not for me. I'm sure I'll keep it. I'm not going to get rid of it. Probably won't. And the crazy thing is, when I dry fire this, it's nuts. That sight does not move. But when I shoot it left. I don't know why. I just don't know why. But Hellcat, probably a great carry gun if you can shoot it. I just can't. It's me, not the gun, but it is what it is. I have plenty of other guns to carry. This one probably won't make the cut. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. We'll see you next time.